Life in Upland adds an entirely new layer to the metaverse, one that complements Upland's core, building, selling, and developing virtual land. When it comes to plants, STEM, seedlets, and nurseries, these are the 10 things that you need to know. I'm YK2012, founder of the Upland Guide. I'm here to unlock the secrets of the Upland Metaverse. On this channel, you can find everything you need to build your Upland empire. Expert tutorials, winning strategies, pro tips and tricks, and a lot more. Hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell to stay ahead of the game. Remember, knowledge is power, and in the Upland Metaverse, that knowledge is truly your most valuable asset. Number 1 is Nursery Metaventures, and this is where all of your plants are going to start. These plants, whether they be flowers, shrubs, trees, or grass, and more in the future, all start out in these Nursery Metaventures. These seedlets, more on them in a minute, are created in only some nurseries. If you own a seedlet that you're looking to sell or looking to buy one from another player, you can do that in any nursery. And that brings us to number 2. What are the specific types of nurseries that can generate these seedlets? Players who own totems and place that totem on their Nursery Metaventure and have it activated during an appropriate time are the nurseries that are able to generate these seedlets. These seedlets are created by spending Sparklet, and this is a brand new mechanic. Up until now, Sparklet was only staked, but now in order to create this legit, you are actually going to have to spend it. When you spend your Sparklet to create, the seedlet that you will get in return is going to be randomized. Any player will be able to go to this Nursery Metaventure and spend their Sparklet in order to get a seedlet. The nursery owner will of course be compensated for facilitating this transaction. These randomized legits will be of different types as well as different rarities. Just as an example, if you're looking to get a palm tree, maybe it's only available in specific cities like Miami or Los Angeles. This, however, doesn't mean that you can't buy a palm tree seed from a store in a different city. Going back to the previous point, any player can take any of their seedlets and sell them in any nursery across the metaverse. This exclusivity to certain types of plants adds a unique geographical layer to the metaverse. This enhances the connection between life and certain cities in the metaverse. Number 3, to turn your seedlet into a plant, you're going to have to burn this legit. Number 4, once burned, this plant is going to be forever tied to the property that you place it on. This plant is not an NFT and it can't be sold individually. Think of it just like any structure that you have placed on your property. If you sell your property, any structure is also sold with it, and that's going to be true as well for the plants on the property. Number 5, once you've placed your plant on your property, you're going to want to keep it thriving. Part of this means that you're going to have to feed it. The STEM token is the resource or food that will sustain life in Upland. At the launch of these plants, Protem is going to be used to feed the plants, but once this core mechanic of STEM enters Upland, all of your Protem will be converted to STEM at an exchange rate of 1-to-1. Number 6, how can you earn STEM or Protem in the metaverse? Currently, it's only through feeding your totems. Everything you need to know about these can be found in the link in the upper right-hand corner. In the future, there's going to be certain types of plants and animals that will also be able to generate STEM. When it comes to living elements in Upland, whether they be animals or these plants, Protem and soon to be STEM is the foundation of what's next. Number 7, feed your plants with STEM. Each plant will evolve over time. Feed it regularly and watch it grow. Feeding is the act of spending this Protem or STEM token in order to keep your plant alive. In order to streamline this process, you'll be able to feed all of your plants at once directly from your profile. Number 8, feeding isn't going to be enough. You're also going to need to cultivate your plants. Cultivating will require you to interact directly with the plant by clicking on it. As I mentioned before, feeding is made easy, but cultivating will be more hands-on and bring a deeper sense of interaction and responsibility to your properties. This might be manageable if you only have 1 or 2 plants, but what happens if you have a whole garden or forest? Upland has made this cultivation task collaborative. That means that other players can perform this task by clicking on your plant in order to keep it thriving. This can be a great way to start meeting your neighbors and developing a community. Some of these plants are more delicate and rare and will require more frequent care. Number 9, the realism of life. Here you can see that in addition to the plants being able to evolve and grow, some of them will also change based on the seasons throughout the year. And if you're not properly feeding and cultivating your plants in order to keep them on the status of thriving, they can end up dying. We can see here that plants and likely other life items as well have health and well-being metrics. If those aren't properly being maintained, then your plant will start to wither, and after that, it's going to die. If your plant does happen to die, you are going to be able to remove it from your property, and then you will be able to burn another seedlid in order to plant a new plant. Now, before I get into number 10, just a reminder, if you haven't already done so, subscribe to this channel. There's tons of content about life and everything about Upland in the links in the description below. As usual, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below or reach out to me in-game. My username is YK2012. The 10th thing that you need to know is this is just the start. The future is very bright, and the 9 points that I laid out here are the foundation for future life features like pets and other living elements, which all rely on a similar model of attention and care. Think about having a pet dog. It's not just enough to feed it. You also have to interact with it and pet it sometimes.